So that's what is it called again?
City Garden Tower.
City Garden Tower. Hey folks, and welcome back to another episode of Condo Search Pattaya. That's right, we are moving back to Pattaya probably circa December 1st, a little over a month from now, but we've still got a lot of work to do. We've been looking at some different condo complexes and projects, and we're getting closer to finding the one that I think will end up in here. But today, we're going to look at another one. Now, this will be the 5th installment in this series. There's been 4 episodes prior to this. So if you want to get caught up, now's the time to go back, I guess. But for today, we're going to look at a place called City Garden Tower, located right on 3rd Road. But before we head over there, I'll go ahead and bring up the map and show you just where we're talking about. So here you go. Basically, close to the intersection of South Pattaya Road, or Pattaya Thai, just south of that on 3rd Road. And there you go. Big kind of beige tower there. Can't miss it. But anyway, we're going to go over and look at that, and I'll show you kind of another benefit of going out, putting boots on the ground and looking, because while we're here, we're also going to discover another place, and we'll take a sneak peek at that. So just another benefit. But at any rate, let's go over to City Garden Tower and check it out. Oh, wrong phone? We got off at the wrong floor. We want 12 and we got off at 5 by accident. But this is City Garden Tower. So, curious to see what it is. Is it one building here or is it multiple buildings? Just one building. Okay. So, it's kind of a tall building. It's a beautiful building. I've passed it many times on 3rd Road. That's nice and bright in here. See, I think this is much better than that gray and blue institutional looking hallway. A little crowded with furniture because that's the deck furniture there. Overlooking 3rd Road. Watch, the door's going to slam. You got a little bit of a wrap-around balcony. Not a little bit, a lot. You can see the water. Even from the 12th floor where we are, you can see the water. And nice big balcony with a washing machine. So I like that already. And this furniture would be out here somewhere, so. Lounge looks bigger than it is with this mirror there, but just an adequate sized lounge. You've got your kitchen, adequate sized kitchen, 4-burner stove and an oven. An oven is something you never see. You never see an oven. Very rarely will you see an oven. Smallish sink, but 4-burner stove, that's something else you rarely see. A little window there to open up where you cook. Nice, that's a nice thought. There's your exhaust fan. A lot of cabinets above and below. Even cabinets above the refrigerator here. So very small, but very well thought out. And the bedroom. I don't think this is a king-size bed in here, but it's not crammed in here either. It's the biggest bed you could put in here without it looking crammed. One locker unit over there. And then basically floor-to-ceiling windows, which gives you a nice sense of space as well. Samsung TV in here. This is probably the bathroom in there. Nice little condo. Nice little condo. Even more cabinets over here. So lots of storage for a small unit. And very tastefully decorated. I like that. Never see a bathroom fixture that grand.
Take you in the shower here since we're all lit up. But this, again, looks like a brand new unit.
So yeah, I found this unit to be very interesting for a couple reasons. And one, I think it's designed somewhat different than your typical condo that you run across. And it is a newer building, practically a brand new building. So that explains that. A little innovation, they made something different. But another thing that I figured out, and we'll see it, I'll show you in a minute, we'll talk to Suzanne, but I keep meaning to bring this up. Your balcony square footage counts toward the condo square footage. So your square footage is inclusive of the room and the balcony.
How many square meter?
This is 45.
This is 40.
So that's
You know what?
55.
You know what? It's 45.
Because the balcony. Yeah.
The balcony is got to be 10 square meters at least of the room. So what you basically have, and maybe even 12. So what you have is a 35. You got a 35 square meter inside, probably, and a 10 square meter outside. Because this doesn't feel any bigger than our unit where we live now, but it feels nicer. That oven, 4-burner stove. I don't even have a 1-burner stove. I had to buy a burner. Everything is very nice in here, and it's very bright. It's very welcoming. I love the wraparound balcony, but to be honest, I'd like to have some more room inside. I don't see enough room in here to have a nice workspace. This is also a little derpy. I don't like these doors. This is the kind of door you probably won't bother closing and opening. You probably just leave it open. It's the kind of thing that breaks about the second week you move into an apartment, in my opinion. I just have never liked these kind of doors. It's very heavy. But it is what it is. But I think with the design, the way the place is designed, they wanted a nice big door here to allow all this light to come in and have this big, give it more sense of space with this big opening. So that precludes having a great big swing door. So not enough room for a pocket door. That was the solution, and to accommodate the design. And I get where they're going with the design. You know, maybe just some beads hanging there or something. You know, you could do that. Just a nice bead curtain, like right out of the 70s, you know, beads, and you just kind of walk through the beads. I don't know. They are doing some construction out here. They're either building a building or renovating a building. Looks like they're building a building. And there's bing bong, bang bong, bing bong. If I close this, I can still hear some of it. That's going to be incessant, but we are on the far end of this hallway. If you were somewhere down at the farther end, I doubt you would see or hear any of it. We're like the closest unit right to that. So, all right, City Garden Tower, but brand new building and lovely units. I like how it all matches. The door's even wrapped in the door frame. Everything's wrapped in this kind of light oak type wallpaper or whatever, everything. So except the bed has that marble behind it, or fake marble, whatever. But very nice, lots of storage, nice little kitchen, nice little lounge, nice bedroom. There's that. What's next?
Done.
Done. I feel like I'm walking in through a window.
So they had a couple of these kind of rooftop garden terraces with great views, different sides of the building. And on this particular one, I saw this over here. I said, wow, look at that. That's like a whole nother condo complex that I didn't even know was there. And it looks pretty appealing, and it's basically in kind of the same location. So we'll look at that later.
So we're on the 3rd floor, And there's a fitness and a swimming pool here. But check this out, also a coffee shop. That big double burger looks nice. I mean, the food looks a little bit pricier than you'd find elsewhere, but you got to remember where you are at. It's right in your building. Same here, prices are a little bit higher. The convenience factor can't be beat. So you got a restaurant, basically poolside. And there's your pool.
So yeah, the pool looks kind of basic, maybe a little bit understated, but the amount of space up here in this pool deck, with the restaurant, the fitness centers down the other side, they got a pool table, and then this cafe. You know, it's like a whole plaza up here, and I think they really did a good job with it. So we'll see if we can get something from the cafe here, but it looks nice. It looks nice, and I don't know, the convenience of having something like that. I think this is the first condo unit I've looked at that had something nice like this, and I'd rather have it than not have it, I'll tell you that.
So while we're here, we're gonna get some smoothies. Looks pretty good. We're all thirsty. This is hard work, you know. We need a little break. I mean, that part of the pool looks okay, but this part of the pool just looks like it's an inch of water. It looks like it's like an inch of water over tile. Yeah, it is. That's all it is. So I don't know what that's for. Maybe they put lounges here and you can kind of have your lounge right in the water. Maybe that's a thing. Siam did something similar to that.
Yeah, I think that's just a guess. It is was raining. We got a lot of rain in a short amount of time. Maybe that's ordinarily just a pool deck and it kind of filled up with an inch of water. Who knows? I wish it was bright and sunny so we could get a better look at this, but there's a nice pool table here and some seating, and there's a fitness center right over here. I don't want to go down there because I see people working out. Nobody wants to be interrupted during their workout and appear on video all hot and sweaty. But look, they also got breakfast.
กินกันเปรี้ยวเดี๋ยวเลย
Strawberry.
กินอร่อย
So you might need a ladder depending on where your mailbox is and how tall you are. But I couldn't reach all the way up there. About the tallest I might be able to reach is the third course to get my mail out. And that looks like the parking garage. Just drive right in here. So you park, you climb up the ladder, you get your mail, and you come into the lobby where the elevators are. So we were just talking, Suzanne agreed with me, the newer the place is, quite frankly, the more you're gonna pay. So the new place is always the more expensive per square foot. Keep that in mind.
Yeah, that seems to be a general theme here. After a year or two, it's no longer the new shiny toy. There's some other condo that's been built, another complex that's bigger and grander, and they're asking the big money, and the other ones they kind of simmer down a little bit.
So from the garden terrace of City Garden Tower, I saw another condo project over here. I didn't know what it was. I had to ask Suzanne. She said it's called Olympus. She says it's like a smaller version of Grand Avenue. So that same kind of layout right here in South Pattaya, where you have smaller, you have shorter buildings, maybe only 8 floors or something, but there's 5, 6, 7 buildings and the big pool and all around it. So we'll just take a quick ride through there. But she says the units are small, so I'm not looking for small. Back here, well, Soy Kopai. Look at that. Olympus. Oh, I see, like Olympus, like Greek. Oh, nice.
So I think the facility actually looked better on the ground than it did from up in that sky terrace, and it really is smart looking, I think. Now, Suzanne did warn me that these were small, and after doing my own independent research, turns out she was right as rain. Smart as a whip, that one she is. The biggest one bedroom I found was 30 square meters. And I found a two bedroom that was only 41 square meters. So these are engineered on the smaller side. And that's kind of consistent with the general scheme of things here. It seems the newer the condos are, the smaller they keep getting. It seems like your best deal for square footage is in the older buildings. They have these great big units. But anyway, this is a beautiful area back here. The location is very nice, very convenient, but probably not for me. So we just got back. We looked at 3 units. We already got some slated to look at next time around. And I was impressed with some of those things I saw today. So definitely a very fruitful trip. And I wasn't really disappointed with anything, so. All right, thank you. So there you go. That's City Garden Tower that we looked at today. Now, I believe the asking price of that unit was either 17 or 20. I forget exactly, but after looking at them online, they all are somewhere between 13 and 22. Most of them right around that sweet spot, somewhere around 17,000. There are different sizes. That was a larger one. It was a corner unit, which I don't know if that's the best one or not with that big balcony, but I like the building. I like the location. I'm not sure that it's worth the extra money. I think Grand Avenue is probably, arguably, a better central patio location, and it's maybe just a tad bit older. I'm not even sure about that, but it definitely seems like it's a little bit less money. But anyway, the condo search continues. I'm going to look at a couple more, and we'll put all this together, and I'll show you my pros and cons, and we'll start narrowing it down and trying to find that right unit and deal. But for this one, I'm going to leave it off here, and as usual, thank you for watching. And until next time, bye for now.